I have now come live from my mobile phone for the Facebook, and the one on the stream will now come down so that you all can quickly join me on that platform. There is nothing for us to be scared of. And I repeat again, there is nothing for us to be scared of. We have already been bullied as a country for the last 60 years. We have already been in danger for almost 60 years. We have already been bastardized for the last 60 years. And I'd like to welcome my beautiful mother for joining the broadcast at these early hours of the morning. Some of you might think that some of us as bold as myself, but every single one of us are bold. I'm not the brave or the bravest among us. I'm not the boldest among us. There are millions of Yoruba people that have taken more bigger risk, if you might want to put it that way. There are millions of Yoruba people that have suffered the injustice of a country we call Nigeria for the last 60 years or thereabout. Some of us might not understand what it means to be free. For the last 60, some of us might think that I am the bravest among millions of Yoruba people. But what about those that have taken the journey of no return? The journey that they are not sure whether they will make it to the final destination. We've seen a lot of Yoruba people that are making a journey from Nigeria trying to make it to Europe. But some of them never made it through. And we're not talking about men now. We're talking about women and children. Some of you have seen the image played to us by the international community of dead bodies at the float of the Mediterranean Sea. You need to drop the volume down. It's feeding back. Some of us have gone through a lot in the hands of a country you call Nigeria. Majority of us have suffered the injustice that Nigeria has done on us. Majority of us have been tortured by the same country you call Nigeria. But some of us are still thinking that the risk ahead is too dangerous to drive into. I've seen a lot of movies and I've watched a lot of documentaries and I've watched so many people that have given testimony of what they've gone through as Nigerians. But what we all refuse to do, as at that time, is to act on those injustices and the negligence that took place for a very long time. Some family, as we speak right now, are not sure the whereabouts of their loved ones because they were trying to make it out of Nigeria, but they never made it through. Until date, nobody can find the dead body of their loved ones on the Mediterranean Sea. But some of you are now scared based on what you are looking at in the last couple of days. Some of you are more concerned of what will be the consequence of what might start. Some of you are more worried about your own selfish interest. Some of you are thinking that the route that we are taking is too much for Nigerians that have already suffered in Nigeria. Some of you have only seen few videos of Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho, and you are now making a lot of complaint that we Yorubas should keep those videos to ourselves, but the Fulanis can activate and kill us and post it on the social media. Some of you have become hypocrites towards the journey that we are about to embark on. Some of you are now thinking to back out. Some of you have become scared of the consequence of what might happen. But you have forgotten that we have been damaged for 60 years. All that has now faded away. But you are now pointing finger that Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho shouldn't have taken those steps he took. I've received some of you calling us, trying to advise us, to plead with him to take it easy. So that means majority of you have now forgotten the pain that we are talking about. Majority of you have literally forgotten the pain ìyà tó ń jẹ wá, ẹlòmíì ti gbàgbé ẹ̀ nísìn. Nítorí pé ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wúruwúru pé ìjọba Nàìjíríà ó fi gbéra ó fi dìde. Àyà tí yín wá ń já, ẹ̀rù ń bà yín. Ẹ wá ń rò pé ẹ̀rù tó ń bà yín, ẹ̀rù yẹn náà á tún wá máa bà àwa. You that you are scared are now trying to bring the fear on some of us. And the question I'm asking us then is, what is the essence of you wasting your time all this time? Because we have told you for a very long time, and when I say very long time, not me now, you and your father and your great-grandfather and your previous great-grandfather have been lied to that the country you call Nigeria will be a great country. But some of you have now totally forgotten all those pain. Some of you believe that the federal government has everything it takes to probably kill all the Yoruba people. But some of you have never thought that the Yoruba people will fight back. Some of you have never think that we will fold our hands and be allowed to be massacred as they've done in the past. But what you never know is, do not underestimate what we can do. If the federal government thinks they can take all their military apparatus to Ibarapa this week, tell them to bring it down to Ibarapa. If the federal government have the means to protect the whole country 24 hours a day, they better start preparing for that. If the federal government thinks that they can kill all the Yorubas in the Yoruba land, they better start preparing. If the federal government thinks that maybe after killing all the Yorubas in Nigeria, they will then kill the Yorubas outside the country, the federal government is definitely living in a different world. We are not threatening the federal government yet. And we've not done anything to threaten the federal government. But I can assure every single soul that if the federal government do attack us this week, Nigeria will go in flame. Hear me very well. If the federal government do attack us this week, I'm talking about, Nigeria goes in flame. And the end of Nigeria might start this week. The end of Nigeria might start from this week. So it will be best interest of the federal government to continue to allow us to negotiate our way out peacefully. But if the federal government thinks that the military might that they have will secure the whole country, we would then all have to look and see what plays out. If the federal government thinks that they are fighting one man called Chief Sunday Igboho, then they will have to add me along the line with that name. And if the federal government thinks that they will have to add me, then they will have to add more people. Because the Yorubas will not back down for the actualization of a Yoruba nation. Once again, we are not scared. We are not scared. There's a peaceful exit that can be done, which is already in the process. And it is up to the federal government to abide by those means of the peaceful exit. But if the federal government thinks that they are playing game, we will tell them that we know how to play the game better as well. We told them that we will come down, and we are already right at the bottom. We can continue with our awareness campaign and telling our people the reason why they have been in bondage for the last 60 years. We can continue to give them the alternative, and it is up to the federal government to continue to push their own political agenda, plus anybody interested in those political agenda. But this time around, things can change within the next couple of days. This is far gone, like we are not backing down and we are not going back. This is no longer a joke. This is not 1993 election that was annulled. This is a different energy that is out there. And that energy can create a lot of havoc. That energy will create havoc if we are pushed to do so. We want everything to go peaceful as Yoruba people. But we will not be threatened in our land. I'm no longer in Great Britain, where they might think I am just buffling right in England. I am right here in Nigeria. And this is my father's land. And I will stand shoulder to shoulder with every single soul that wants to defend that land. We have told them we are not social media miscreants. We have told them that we are not bloggers. We have told them that we are about to liberate our people peacefully. But records have shown in the past that the federal government thinks that because they have the power in their hands, then those powers will be abused. And we want them to abuse those powers this week. I have told you all to tell your loved ones to stock up. Those of you in the north, make your way back to the south. Ẹni bá ń gbé ilẹ̀ Haúsá, ayé àdàkọ máa padà bọ̀ nísàlẹ̀. This, again, is not a joke. I will not be joking to travel down to this country. I will not be joking to leave the comfort that some of you believe is over there and allow my people to perish. I will stand rather shoulder to shoulder with them to give them all the necessary support and that is the reason why we are already on the ground. I understand some of you love the other side of the globe, but some of us are tired of that side of the globe. The side of the globe that does not recognize us as Yoruba people, but they've already tagged us as Nigerians that already have a bad image. Some of you also want to come down, but due to one reason or the other, you are still looking at the luxury of you living on the other side of the globe. But you forgot that your heritage is about to be wiped off. You are more concerned to stand and live in your comfort zone, but you don't care whether your own tribe is living below the poverty line. If I have not traveled down, I would have said otherwise. But now that I'm on ground, we are ready for any of the consequence of the outcome. British citizens fought to make the country great for them. And some of us were privileged to have lived there. But you can never be great, no matter your qualification. Some of you might start asking, what do I mean by that? It does not matter the kind of job you do outside your domain. You will continue to be known as Nigerian, but manage, whether marriage, whether one way or the other, become the citizen of another country. It does not matter whether you renounce Nigeria. Until you die, you will still be tagged with your British, American, Canadian passport as an heritage that came out from Nigeria, and after you have long gone, you have also left more damage to those children that you love and cherish so much that they will never remember where you have come from. The question then you should ask yourself, what is the essence of all my learned qualification that I have achieved? And you probably work in one of the best companies around the world, but your heritage that you cherish and you're working for, that are your children, will never make it back down to this location. Some of you will say, we are not ready for what is about to be unleashed on us. But some of you have not asked, will they be able to defend the whole country 24/7? That question, I'm not sure anyone can answer that. These can still be done the way we are doing it. It can still go peacefully. But that can change this week. I told you all that January will change these self-determination. I say to you to go and prepare. I told you all that things might change as we move ahead in these Yoruba agitation. And the time is still very young. But the time can change on us within a split seconds. The love of our people should be the paramount to us at this junction. Don't ask me what we should do. Ask yourself what you can do. Don't phone me and tell me what you think we can do. You decide that with your own groups of people. Look at my eyes very well. I am not joking. The time of joking is literally gone. We'll advise the international community to speak directly to whoever is in that Aso Rock, that the Yoruba people are not going to back down. And that is where we stand. If anyone think we will back down, the person does not know what they're talking about. It might look scary to some of us, but the blood might spill. Tell the Yoruba politicians that we told them that they have the opportunity to come back home. But some of them have become adamant, like we are just joking. They refuse to engage because they are still pleased with this shit old country called Nigeria. They still love how we Yorubas are suffering. They still love how we Yorubas have become third-class citizens outside the country. They still love how the Yorubas have become a puppet and for them, they can care less. But what they don't understand is when the trouble starts, everyone will definitely be affected. Whether they are governors, whether they are politicians, whether they are Yoruba elites that are probably calling us names that they can't do anything. But what they don't understand is, what can we do that can have impact to every one of us? That definitely they don't know. There are millions of things that can be activated simultaneously. Millions of things. But those millions of things will still continue to be the awareness, the engagement, but all that can put another millions of things to do the collateral damage, and then everything goes grounded and nobody will have a country anymore that is called Nigeria. And we are ready to defend that. To all my Yorubas people, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà nísàlẹ̀, ẹ má béèrè pé kí la máa ṣe, torí pé ìbéèrè pé kí la máa ṣe yẹn àsìkò yẹn kọ́ ni nísìn. Ẹ má béèrè pé a ní nǹkan ta fẹ́ fi jà. So ìdí bẹ́ẹ̀ àwa máa ṣojo. Ìta lè fi jà ó pọ̀ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. Ìta lè fi jà ó ṣe kí ni, ó pọ̀ ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀. Bó tó bá ti ń béèrè pé kí ni ìgbésẹ̀ tèmi lè gbé o ò tí ì mọ ohun tó ń ṣe ẹ́ nìyẹn. Tó bá sì ń pè pé àìtí nírinṣẹ́, o ò tí ì mọ àǹfààní tí Elédùmarè tó fún wọ tó fún èmi. Tó bá sì ń béèrè pé ó ṣeé ṣe kí ìjọba kó bò wá mọ́lẹ̀, o kì í ṣọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn. Nítorí pé àwa ọmọ Yorùbá a kì í ṣojo. Wọ́n dẹ̀ níbi tó bá le là ń bá ọmọkùnrin, ibi tó bá dẹ̀ le là ń bá ọmọbìnrin náà. Má dúró pé kọ́ṣẹ̀ kó irinṣẹ́ lé lọ́wọ́ kí ìwọ tó mọ ohun tí ìwọ lè ṣe fún rẹ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ káàárọ̀ oòjíire. Ní state kọ̀ọ̀kan tí gbogbo wa wà, tásìkò bá tó a fún fèrè, a máa sọ gbogbo ohun tí ẹ lè ṣe. Kí ni mo sọ? Tí àsìkò yẹn bá tó, àwa máa fún fèrè gbogbo ohun tí ẹ lè ṣe, tẹ́ lè gbé nígbésẹ̀, àwa máa sọ fún yín. Àmọ́ àsìkò yẹn àjọ ń wò lójú báyìí, ó kù díẹ̀. O ò ní láti kúrò ní state tó wà. State tó wà yẹn gangan náà ni kò dúró sí. Nítorí pé a ní ẹ lò ní state tó wà yẹn. O ò ní láti kúrò níbi tí o bá wà ní àkókò yẹn pé o tún ṣe ń gbéra lọ state míì. State tó wà yẹn gangan la máa ti sọ ohun tó máa ṣe fún ẹ. Níwọ̀nba kékeré tó lè ṣe. O ò ní láti ṣe nǹkan púpọ̀. O ò ní láti gbé ìgbésẹ̀. Ó kódà o lè má tẹ̀ kúrò lórí títì ẹ. O lè má tẹ̀ kúrò lórí títì ilé tó ń gbé ká tó sọ ìgbésẹ̀ tí o máa gbé. Ẹrù kò bodò, ọkùnrin ò dẹ̀ ní ṣojo. A máa dìfẹ́ǹdì ilẹ̀ bàbá wa. Nígbà táwọn òyìnbó wá kó wa lẹ́rú, ǹjẹ́ ìwọ mọ̀ pé àwọn tó wá níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn, ẹlòmíì ò pé 20 years old tó tẹ̀lé wọn wá, tó dẹ̀ gba post, tó di post yẹn mú, tó fi di pé wọ́n kó wa lẹ́rú. So o ò ní láti ṣojo. Some of us are becoming skeptical. We are becoming worried day by day. Rather, day by day, we should be reinforcing our knowledge of what we can do. Some of us are literally even now having negative impact to those at home. Likewise, those at home are making negative impact to those of you outside. As far as I'm concerned, we are still on the right protocol. And that protocol means we will follow the rules of the game. But we will then monitor every single step from henceforth, so that the game that is about to be played, we will decide at what point to change the game. We will literally decide at what point to change the game. And we are not talking about a football match, a basketball, a baseball, or lawn tennis. We are talking about the game to defend the Yoruba land. Should, in case the game change, those of you outside the country might start asking, what can we do really now? Speak to your loved ones and just tell them that everything will go well. Give them the word of encouragement that the country that you are living for 40 years or less, that you've been sending money home to them, some people defended that country for you to now have opportunity to live there peacefully. Don't add negativity onto the ground as we speak right now. I'm not interested when people say we should take it easy with some of the videos like what Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho has done. I would rather say you keep that to yourself. Because the time for that is late as we speak. The Yoruba people have been so patient with this country for a very long time. Some people have also taken advantage of that. Some have made money out of it. Some have built empire out of it. Some have married wives. And some have made so much connection as against the will of the Yoruba people. But we were patient. Not that we were stupid, but we were patient because we are peace-loving people and we accommodated everybody. We gave every single tribe opportunity in the Yoruba land. But they thought we are stupid. And some Yorubas that are also on the loop side thought we were stupid as well. So they were literally oppressing us and believed that they were perfect than those at home and those outside. But the game is now about to be played. And we are still playing the game. As we have been told by our father, Professor Banji Akintoye. We have literally hold on to every single thing he has said. And and we respect him so much. What some of you don't know that I will share with you tonight, because we are not Omali. When I said I was going to burn down the Nigerian embassy in London, some of you thought maybe I was joking. Some of you thought maybe I was baffling. Some of you thought maybe I was mad upstairs there. But one man believed that I would do it. One man believes that I would do what I said as at that time. And the man picked up a phone call and put that call straight to me. And when the call came through, I recognized the voice straight away. And the man said to me, "Ọmọ mi, mò ń bẹ̀ ẹ́ ni. Mo mọ̀ pé ìgbésẹ̀ tó fẹ́ gbé yẹn, wàá gbé ìgbésẹ̀ yẹn, àmọ́ mò ń bẹ̀ ẹ́ ni. Má gbé ìgbésẹ̀ yẹn." And that man is Professor Banji Akintoye. And I said to him, "That's fine by me." And that was the call. But this time around, we will not give room for communication for such. We will close all the communication line if the game change this week. We will start giving orders across all the Yoruba land. If the game change, we will start telling people what we will do to defend back. Because the Yorubas have been very, very tolerant. We have been so tolerant that they have now thought we are fools. And that's why some of you are now also thinking in that directive by saying that a man stood up to defend the Yoruba land, and you are saying we should not post such video on the social media because we are scared of the federal government, or we are scared of the same international community that look down and allow money that is meant to take care of everybody now to stay in their own offshore account in Europe and America and across the globe. We are more concerned of what United Nations might do for us. We are more concerned of what America will say. We are more concerned of what Great Britain might do. But we all neglected that the damage that we are facing, the consequence of the damage, all started from that side. a ti gbàgbé pé in tó sọ wá di èrò èní òun làwọn táwa tí wá ń fún ní àǹfààní pé àwọn ló máa gbà wá sílẹ̀. wọ́n wá rò pé ọ̀dẹ̀ òmùgọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n mù lọ́mọ Yorùbá. àwa ń wò wọ́n níran bẹ́ẹ̀ tó dá kankan mọ̀, à ń complain ò dá wa lóhùn. wọ́n ní kó restructure ìlú yẹn, wọ́n ní kó gbẹ́nu dákẹ́. wọ́n ní kó change the constitution, wọ́n nínú wá rùn. èèyàn kan wá dìde láàrin wa, ó wá gbéra, ó lóun nífẹ̀ẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá pé kíyà má bàa jẹ wá. ẹ̀yin kan wá ń sọ pé fídíò tá à ń gbé síta yẹn ó ti pọ̀ jù, ó ti pọ̀ jù fún wa ká gbé síta, pé kán má bàa mọ secret wa, kán má bàa mọ tactics wa. We are no longer in the dark age. China did not leave China before they damaged the whole world, that we are all now facing the consequence. ǹjẹ́ wọ́n mọ̀ pé imú tí wọ́n ń bò lénìí, wàhálà imú tó ń bò yẹn tí kò pọ́n ẹ́ tó mọ̀ pé ó máa bomú, China ló ti wá. One country destabilized the whole world, but they never left that country. So my question now is, who are you really behind? Let me welcome and say good morning from this side of location 9 to Oshatola Adeniyi, Citizen AY Ayo Ogundimu. I believe those are the two media that I'm seeing so far. I think I saw Ahmed Olalekan at the moment as well. And should I pick up other media? And also Mamawa Teni Omologo. I cite every one of you that are watching us. Once again, I am not the bravest among us. I am just an ordinary guy. But I believe that we can get a Yoruba nation. I am not the boldest among us watching, because some of you have taken more risk than the risk that you might think we are doing now. We open the phone line. Don't bother asking whereabout I am, because it's of no use to you. Don't even ask how you want to meet me. Is of no use to you and me. That should be, how would you defend the Yoruba land? We go straight to the first caller. Everyone's okay.
Hello, Oluwashi. Thank you. I'm not contributing anything. Can you take me off, please?
Yeah. All right. We open the phone line because the Yoruba nation is not about me. It's about every single one of us. Some of you can write good articles. Write those articles now. Let's publish it. Go and sign the petition. Create the awareness. Some of you are prayer warriors. Let us go into fasting if that is what you can do. But we are already at the point of no return. We love everybody, but the system does not care about us. We get the line open. We won't be long on the broadcast, but I want to give opportunity to everyone that have stayed awake to watch along with us. Nigeria is at the verge of breakup. Peacefully, beautiful. But the other way around doesn't make any difference. Support your people, not me. +4475 94050 WhatsApp only. Let's take some of your calls. And the number has already, and let's do it as quickly as possible so that we can get as many people in. Hello, good morning.
Okay, Babani. Yeah, so good to see you. Yeah, and I continue praying. Ọlọ́run ọba wà pẹ̀lú.
Amen.
Ìgbésẹ̀ ńlá tẹ́tí ń gbé náà, àtúmọ̀ tóbi sí ní lágbọ́rọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Gbogbo àwọn tẹnu wọn ń dùn tó ń sọ pé àwa tá a jókòó sí ìlú òyìnbó àlè àwálé àṣegbà àṣàwò kan ti rí báyìí nísìn. Ọlọ́run ọba dẹ̀ wà pẹ̀lú wa. Ìjọ dúdú wa a máa gbọ́ àti ètí gbà lágbọ́rọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run ọba wà pẹ̀lú.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Thank you very much.
Okay.
+4475 94050 We'll take a few more calls. Thank you to the last caller. That was from South Africa. +4475 94050 WhatsApp only. Let's take a few calls and then we'll start winding down. There's nothing for us to be scared of. There's nothing to be worried about. Let us continue to do as we are doing until the game change along the line. Good morning, caller.
Hello.
Good morning.
Báwo ni?
Adúpẹ́ f'Ọlọ́run.
O kú iṣẹ́.
Wà ní
Ọ̀rọ̀ adó tì.
Ṣẹ́dùmarè.
Gbogbo yín àti ti Sunday Igboho àti wọ́ gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ lọ agbára Kristi. Àwọn oníkankan ò ṣùgbọ́n ní Ọlọ́run. Olè ló ní ọ̀run, òun ní ayé lọ́wọ́. Àfi sábẹ́ ìṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè adó tì yín.
Àṣẹ o.
Ajáyè a máa jagun yẹn.
Àṣẹ.
Agbára Ọlọ́run ẹni bógun lọ. Ẹni bógun rìn.
Àṣẹ.
Lọ torí ti yín. Lọ torí ilé. Lọ torí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá rere ni. Lọ torí ẹkún àwọn èèyàn. Lọ torí ìyà àwọn kúnnù. Ọlọ́run arúgbó yẹn pátápátá wákàtí àwọn tó sílẹ̀kọ̀jọ́ wákàtí tó sílẹ̀kọ̀jọ́ òbí lọ́wọ́ agbóyin lọ́wọ́ abájíṣẹ́ yẹn ẹ̀rọ kọ́ra máa ṣe o Ọlọ́run àtọ́kọ̀ọ́ bá nínú agbára ẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ àdéjẹ́ tó pọ̀ ní pátápátá ẹ jẹ́jà yìí ni
Àṣẹ o.
pẹ̀lú tó wá dún lọ́nà yín ẹ jẹ́ wọn báyìí ẹ máa wọ ológun yẹn lọ agbára Kristi ọkọ oníṣẹ́ o àti ọ̀tá tó kù agbára Kristi wọ yín báyìí ẹ máa nígbà tó máa lé dáhùn òkúta pé mú yorùbá délé báyìí gbogbo àti wàṣẹ nínú àyè àti láfíà ni you are blessed ọkọ akin ṣe ọkọ akin o in fact akin yẹn akin mo ní ní ìta tí wọ́n yẹn wà ní Nàìjíríà báyìí mo kàn wò pé wọ́n náà wà okuṣẹ́ o okuṣẹ́ I can't thank you like so I can't love you like okuṣẹ́ oku akin amadoti only nice.
Let's go straight to US where we missed that caller. We still open the phone line so that you can also have opportunity to get your voice out. This is not the time for us to hide under the duvet. If we don't want our tribe to go into extinction, this is not the time to leave it for the media. This is the time for everybody. Write your MPs, get in touch with your senators, engage with everybody. Ẹ káàárọ̀. Ẹ káàbọ̀. Àwa ni ẹ.
Agbára tí Ọlọ́run ó gbalálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ló máa dúró tì. I was not surprised ìgbà tí mo rí ní pé ẹ ti dé síbẹ̀ yẹn torí I can see you are a man of your words. Ọlọ́run á wá dúró tì mí orí ọmọdé orí àgbàlagbà gbogbo wọn ló máa dúró tì mí ẹ ní ṣìṣe o ẹ ní gbógun lọ ní agbára tí Ọlọ́run ẹ̀yin ní Sunday Igboho àti gbogbo ẹni tó jọ máa jà gbógun yìí ìkún ni yóò ní gbógun lọ alálẹ̀ Yorùbá ò ní jẹ́ kó fẹ́ jẹ́ yín gbógun lọ ògún ò ní fẹ́ jẹ́ yín wẹ̀ tẹ́bá tí ń lu báyìí a máa dùn ní ẹni máa borí gbogbo àwọn tí ń jọ̀tà fún wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ìwà aṣọ ọkùnrin ni iṣẹ́ obìnrin ni lónìbulẹ̀ fẹ́ gbọ́gbà lónìí fẹ́ gbàbọ̀dé fún wọn Ọlọ́run ọba á sọ orí dìdì mọ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo tó bá gbé kalẹ̀ á kọjú ìjà sí mo kàn pé láti show appreciation mi I really appreciate you. You are a man indeed.
Thank you very much.
You are 100%. You are a man. Ọlọ́run àwa dúró tì mí Ọlọ́run àwa dúró tì mí Ọlọ́run àwa pẹ̀lú. Thank you. We Yorubas we can't thank you enough. Ọlọ́run àwa dúpẹ́ fún yín. Ẹ ṣé gan kẹ́ni nice night. Ẹ ṣé.
It is not about me. It is about all the media houses. We are quite a numbers of us, working day and night, engaging and talking and giving us reason why we should stand as an independent country. I am not the perfect one. I have said it. I am just an ordinary guy. But we give kudos to every media houses working around the clock. Out of no time, ni gbogbo a fi ń gbé akitiyan, and we will not relent until we get a Yoruba nation. Ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè.
Ẹ̀yọ́ bàbá mi.
Ẹ káàárọ̀.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ̀kúṣẹ́ bàbá mi láti Jos mo ti ń pè o.
Mọ́mọ́.
Ẹ̀kúṣẹ́ gidi gan mi ilé sùn nítorí pé yín kò inú mi kan dùn pé mo bo ibẹ̀ tí wàá lè ní àwa náà bí báyìí. Àmúra gbogbo ẹ̀ láti sọ fáwọn èèyàn ẹ̀kúṣẹ́ gidigidi àwa náà súnmọ́ bọ̀ wá lẹ́gẹ̀ o. Agbára Ọlọ́run ẹ máa rí wa láìpẹ́ agbára Ọlọ́run ẹ̀kúṣẹ́ gidi.
Ṣé rí mẹ́sẹ̀gì mi? Mo send message sí mi.
Okay. Máa jẹ́ tiẹ̀ nísìnyí.
All right. Ẹ ṣé gan.
Ẹ ṣé gan sir.
All right. We love all the Yorubas around the globe. Kogi State, Kwara, Osun, Ondo.
Hello. You didn't tell me you are on ground when I spoke to you.
Okay.
Anyway, how do I get something to you?
The same
Maybe
way.
you should text me the account
All right.
details.
We do. We're working close with Kogi State. I'll update you.
Really?
Yeah, I'll update you later.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'll update
Okay. I will give you the number of the this thing representative there.
you. All right. No problem.
Okay.
All right. So many people. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello, Baba.
Yeah. Ẹjọ́ mo fẹ́ sáré sọ kíni kan ṣe rí àwọn tí ká sọ̀rọ̀ yìí.
Yeah.
Níbi táwa wà yìí 17 local government ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀.
Okay.
Díẹ̀rẹ́ ni wọ́n migrate wọ́n ti gba mẹ́ta nínú 17 náà báyìí mo ṣe bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí. Wọ́n kó owó tí wọ́n ra ilẹ̀ tó yẹ kán rà ní 500,000 wọ́n rà 300 wọ́n rà 2 billion. Mo ṣe bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ nínú 17 local government wọ́n ti gba mẹ́ta ń bẹ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ra ilẹ̀ 500,000 wọ́n rà 2 billion. Ilẹ̀ 1 billion wọ́n rà 10 billion. So kì í ṣe eré ní kíní yìí o. Àwọn èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ múra ètò wọn ń ṣe ní ìbímọ sọ fún yíyan. So àwọn èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ múra gidi gan o. Ọlọ́run ràn wá lọ.
+4475940500979 at exactly in just about 25 minutes we'll bring the broadcast to an end. We are not scared to come to Nigeria, but there's nothing to be scared of. If the politicians and those destroying the country are living here, we'll all sort the problem together from here. We will continue, like I said, with our engagement, our awareness. But that game can change. I've told you, there's nothing to be scared of with the bulldog that you call the federal government. There's nothing to be scared of. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Carol.
Yeah. Muslim Simon Epa. So Ocean was position con.
Okay. I will. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Shegon. All right. Shegon Baba talk with me down. I know the caller very well. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Hello,
Good morning.
Leo.
Carol, me back.
Iṣẹ́ takuntakun.
Àwa ni.
Ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́.
Àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ara wa.
Orílẹ̀-èdè Odùduwà wọn ní padà lẹ́yìn yìí o.
Àṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
Àní fi ń ṣàwátì agbára Ọlọ́run.
Àṣẹ.
Gbogbo ilẹ̀ yín pátá lẹ̀ ń jà fún. Ìgbà tó bá di pé a gba òmìnira ilẹ̀ yìí wọn àní fi ń ṣàwátì tẹ̀bí tara yìí. Gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni tó ń dìde lórí pé kọ́mọ Yorùbá lè bọ́ lóko ẹrú àní fi kó yín ṣàwátì.
Àṣẹ.
Agbára Ọlọ́run.
Àṣẹ.
Kì í ṣe ẹ̀gbọ́n rárá bàbá àgbà ní orí akíkanjú ọkùnrin ogun ní mo kí yín gidigidi Ọlọ́run á bá mi kí yín Ọlọ́run á bá mi dúró. Apá ọ̀tọ̀ ní ẹ̀ka yín o lápárọ̀ Ọlọ́run gbogbo ìgbàkigbà tẹ́ bá ń jáde ẹ̀ ní ṣe kò gé aburú. Mo fi gbogbo ọmọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá mo fi kí Ọlọ́run mo fi ń kí Ọlọ́run á dúró tì yín Ọlọ́run á bá wa dúró tì yín. Ẹ ní fẹ̀mí yín ṣe o ẹ ní fẹ̀mí àwọn ọmọ yín ṣe ẹ̀mí ìyàwó yín ẹ ní fi ṣe o lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹ kú akíkanjú ẹ kú akọni Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú yín o Ọlọ́run ní fi yín sílẹ̀ nígbà kankan. Thank you so much. I'm very appreciate you all the time.
Thank you very much, Mama.
God bless you. God continue to guide you.
Amen.
And protect you.
Amen.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Kudiratullah. Eshigani. Mo kí gbogbo àwa tí a wà lórí ètò. We still have about 15 minutes. Mori Mama wa Tenny Blog and all the media that are working tirelessly day and night. Let's go straight to US.
So brother me.
Carol.
Koiki.
Baba.
Hello. Ẹ ti wà ní Nàìjíríà bí?
Ẹ̀rọ̀bodò.
Ìwọ Ọlọ́run ọba o. Ìwọ ló fi sọ ẹ̀sọ́ àní Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam lọ́wọ́ àwọn ará Mẹ́kà o. Ìwọ Ọlọ́run ìwọ ló fi sọ rẹ̀ oníwọ̀n máa fi sọ̀rọ̀ sọ gbogbo àwọn títí ẹni.
Inshallah.
Kankan wọn aburú kan ò ní sí wọn àfi tí Ọlọ́run bá ní mọ̀.
Inshallah.
Ọlọ́run bá mi fi sọ ẹ̀sọ́ yín o.
Àmín.
Ọlọ́run ọba o yóò wọ ọlá àti tóbi àná mọ́mọ́ níwájú
Sallallahu alayhi wa
Ọlọ́run.
sallam.
Sọ tó fi sọ ní àjọ àná dè ní Ọlọ́run bá mi fi sọ ẹ̀sọ́ yín o.
Àmín. Àmín.
Bá lágbára Ọlọ́run lílọ Nàìjíríà yẹn kò ní jẹ́ bànújẹ́ fún yín kò ní padà jẹ́ àbámọ̀ burú fún yín lágbára Ọlọ́run yorùbá yóò wà nínú ìwé ìtàn Nàìjíríà o tí ò dẹ̀ ní parẹ́ ti dáadáa láyé ọkùnrin wa ní jẹ́ lójú ẹ̀mí lẹ́yìn yín lójú ẹ̀mí yín ni ó ti máa ṣẹlẹ̀. You give me a great surprise. This morning when I was looking your picture, you are using Paco. Mo ní ìpínlẹ̀ tí wà Nàìjíríà bọ̀ mú ìmọ̀ kan tó fẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ mo tún ti gbàgbé lọ wọn àgbà kò kọ́ síbi ó máa sọ pé àwọn adìẹ láwọn ẹni ọkùnrin máa ti wà Nàìjíríà kẹ ẹ fi ọmọ ọkọ hàn o wàláì sọlọ́ọ̀dù láì làsílẹ̀ láì ẹ jẹ́wọ́ pé èmi Kókìkí ọmọ ọkọ ni mí ìlú ìlú ti bí mi kò dẹ̀ sí ohun tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ Yorùbá ní kò sí kú tí ó pàpà tà ní bá pọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ ń bẹ́
ilẹ̀ bàbá wa ni kò gbọ́dọ̀ bà wá lẹ́rù.
ikú àbúrò ní payín lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹ ní gbogbo àsìkò tẹ́ ẹ bá lò bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo gbèjẹ tẹ́ ẹ bá gbé pátá tẹ́ ẹ fi padà lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹ ní mọ ìbànújẹ́ àbúrò ní báyìí o Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ ká báyìí àbúrò kéré ó tóbi Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kó báyìí o kò ní báyìí ìbàdí lẹ́yìn lágbára Ọlọ́run yóò wọlá ìgbésẹ̀ tẹ́ gbé yóò wọlá títóbi agbára rẹ̀ àbúrò ní báyìí o torí kò sí nǹkan tó lè sọmọ I'm sort of word tó ẹgbẹ́ ló ń pè ní akíkanjú pé no ìlú bàbá mi kò sọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ ti fara hàn báyìí àwọn ò tí ì ní rẹ láti jáde kó lamẹ́ríkà èmi ò tí ì ní rẹ láti kó lamẹ́ríkà àwọn ìlú bá wálé wọn náà mo fi àlùkò ẹ̀dá sí ìbúra tí wọ́n bá ti ní rẹ fẹ́ èmi gan ò bá wálé báyìí.
No problem.
ẹ̀yin ti ṣáájú ogun báyìí pé kò sí ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nílùú bàbá wa ni Ọlọ́run ọba ọlọ́dún ìlú bá mi sọ yín o Ọlọ́run bá mi sọ yín o ẹ nírí wàhálà lágbára Ọlọ́run Àjàyí lájà o insha Allah olùkúrátìlá mo fà yín Ọlọ́run lọ́wọ́ ọba onísọ̀rọ̀ yóò bá mi tọ́ yín o ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ o.
There is nothing different from me and those on ground. I understand the position that I take in the course of these agitation, and some of you want to protect that. Eba, mute the background. Eba, mute the background.
Okay. My friends, it's been a while. I miss you.
Thank you
this
very
morning
much.
I was watching you with that you stick.
Americana.
I was watching with you stick this morning. Yeah, America. Thank you, America. Yeah. Thank you very much what you are doing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I've met some of your people already.
I saw you this morning.
I've met some of your people already, like Biafra.
Yeah.
I've met some of them already.
Beautiful. You will live long.
Amen.
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 The God of our ancestors that took you there, that same God will bring you back.
Amen.
That same God will protect you.
Amen.
Yeah. I think you see what is happening now for our land there, you see what they are doing there, all the Fulani henchmen, and you see what the Shetima is talking, you hear what he's talking for Mount. He said that that we should scrap Monteco and ESL. If not, we are not going to smell the seat for 20 years.
We'll see.
We are not interested. I don't know why they are planning. They are not seeing what we are doing. They are not seeing what the people are saying.
They won't want Nigeria. We don't want one Nigeria anymore. Let them keep the Nigeria to themselves. Let them keep Nigeria in the north.
Thank you.
And then we will take what belongs to us. So
let them keep it. Yeah. I just say let me on my sister and I saw your light.
Americana, my brother. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the effort.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
Let's go straight and take more few calls before we start winding down.
Hello.
Hello, Mama.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, inú mi dùn. Ọlọ́run á bá mi ṣọ́ yín.
Àmín.
Ọlọ́run á ṣọ́ yín.
Àmín.
Ọlọ́run á ṣọ́ yín.
Àmín.
Ẹlẹ́dàá gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe ọmọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe kíní ìfún aṣọ yín.
Àmín.
Àbúrò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn. Àti gbogbo àwọn tẹ́jọ́ fẹ́ ṣe àti bọ̀dá Sunday Igboho àti gbogbo yín pátápátá. Ẹ jẹ́ yomi kò street àti sáré sàn kankan fún yín. Ẹ má bínú.
It's okay.
Ṣé ti yọ mí?
Oh, sorry. Okay, I need sorry. Yeah. Everyone's okay. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. All right. No problem. All right. No problem. Eshigoni. Amen. Ashigoni. So It's okay. Don't cry. Emma Sokun. Emma Sokun. It's okay. It's okay. No problem. No problem. No problem. That's okay. The lives of people on ground is so painful that you will not understand the pain. Let us not point finger too much on them. Look at the broadcast we do abroad where we can stream to 11 channels. I'm struggling to stream to 2 platforms. I struggle to stream to 2 platforms compared to what I do in UK, where we say we stream to 11 channels. So you don't know what our people are going through. You don't have a clue. I understand some of them have abused it. What they abuse it? Because they don't also know what we are going through on the other side of the globe. And our jump fi origbara wa. Hello caller. Hello. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Àwọn ni ẹ. Àṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ o.
Ẹ try láti post GoFundMe wa. Ẹ try láti post.
Okay. We do so.
Ẹ jọ sọ lẹ try láti sọ̀rọ̀ pa. Torí almost 800 lówó yín lánàá. Mo try láti send a message ní the man kan pè ní àná náà. Ó lóun gbé military ní Latin America. Mo send a message ẹ try láti save number.
Okay. All right. I'll talk about it now as well. Eshegani Baba. Thank you very much. I have said it. There's a lot of work that we're all going to do. The GoFundMe that we set up, that is there, go and do your own duty. I understand you're all feeling the energy because of what I have been doing, but there are millions of people on the ground doing so much that we don't see. But the difference is because I come out every day. So I have become, the intermediary between so many people that refuse to even come online. We have people that are giving us, details, strategy, advising, and they don't want to be known at all. So we give kudos to every single one of us. If you look at my cousin, Wale Walata, look at Sister Buki Taiwo, look at even every single one of you. But there's nothing to be scared of on the ground. This is our Father's land. I have told you, one-way ticket. I've told you so many times during the show. This Father's land, we will never be scared of our Father's land. Never. So please, do everything we are being asked to do. The Yoruba Rescue Fund, the Simon Ekpa petition, the force majeure petition. Let us go and sign all these things so that we can enforce the international community from the diplomacy side of things. But that diplomacy side of things on the ground is not working. It might work after you leave the shore of that location. So if every one of us living outside Nigeria thinks diplomacy is working in these confinement where I cannot go live on 3 platforms, then we are all fooling ourselves. The cultists, There's no reason for all that. It's all poverty. Poverty of the mind that have kept our people. They've damaged them so much that some of them does not know that this finger is 10. So when we are shouting, Yoruba nation, it's because they don't know. They don't have a clue. I was speaking to someone that in Yogbokwe, one found Omolowoni Luyibo. She cannot understand. She's just looking at me like this. With those that we've been engaging, they're just looking. Because the politicians have done damage to the lives of our people. The politicians have created damage that will take some time after we get the Yoruba nation. Some people will say, no, they are bluffing. They can't get a Yoruba nation. Nigeria cannot break. And that makes me laugh. If Nigeria does not break in our time, it would break at some point. But we would rather break it that nobody have peace of mind. You hear what I said? So that nobody and those politicians and the international community that refuse to listen to us is because they are still looking at a country. But what they don't understand is what is running in these 4 heads. Yes, the damage is too much. More damage, Totishi. If you know the consequence of the damage that they've done, some of us will cry every day the same way that damage is affecting us on the globe. Maybe some of you are excited that £1 will give us 645 naira. It does not solve the problem at home for your loved ones. It does not matter how many dollars or pounds you send to them. They might die of the negligence of a doctor in the hospital. They might die of the negligence of the government refusing to fix a pothole and a tipper is trying to drive through and it drops on your family's head. Even though you are sending money to them, they are comfortable. Some of you are looking after your family, and we appreciate that. I read at the Punch newspaper. I've been reading a lot of papers, even though I know they're very biased. But I love to read the horror side of things on the paper, where a family, wife, mother, and the children were traveling back from Ebonyi State and were kidnapped in Akure. Hello, caller.
Hello, sir. Ekale, sir.
Káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sí orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà o. Agbára Ọlọ́run. Odò àníṣọ́ gbè wá o.
Àṣẹ̀dùmarè.
Ọlọ́run bá mi fi sọ rẹ̀ sọ yín o.
Àṣẹ o.
Sọ Ọlọ́run àbọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run dàbò yín. Yóò dàbò gbogbo àwọn followers wa pátápátá. Ọ̀yẹ̀rẹ̀ púpọ̀ ládẹ̀ jẹ́ ń bẹ̀. Ẹsẹ̀ yín tẹ̀ fẹ́ dé bẹ̀ yẹn ilé ìpadà lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run kò ní dá wa lẹ́bi lérí ọ̀rọ̀ náà. Ọlọ́run agbára Ọlọ́run nígbà tó odò àníṣọ́ bá dúró tán. Wọ́n á ní fẹ́ni kankan wá sáwájú. I'm very, very happy. Ọlọ́run bọ́ bá ní Putin sọ Ọlọ́run wà lórí mi. Ẹ jọ sẹ́ ẹni pé mi kò speaker mo kàn fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ kan fún yín.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè. Yeah. No problem. Okay. Okay. No problem. ẹja sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn ká máa hold àwọn tó ń wò wá sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn ẹ ṣe gan bàbá wa ẹ ṣe gan alright sir ẹ ṣe gan alright sir no problem. Once again, I greet my beautiful mother that is watching all the way from England. I am just an ordinary guy. Hello, caller.
Hello, sir.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
Ẹ kú rìn.
Àwa ni ẹ.
Ọba tó mú yín dé láyọ̀ kò ní padà lẹ́yìn.
Àṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
Bí ẹnikẹ́ni bá tóbi sí ibi àbá.
Àṣẹ o.
Ó ṣọmọdé ni, ó ṣàgbà ni, tó bá robi sí ibi àbá.
Àṣẹ o.
Ìkọ́kàn ò kí ń kéjò lẹ́sẹ̀ o. Ẹni tí Ọlọ́run bá ti dúró tì kò sí ní tẹ́dá kan lè fi ṣe.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Odò a máa tì í lẹ́yìn.
Àṣẹ o.
Gbogbo alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá máa tì í lẹ́yìn.
Àṣẹ o.
Kò sí nǹkan tí kàkan máa fi owó kan ṣe. Anybody ò ní fi ń ṣe nothing.
Àṣẹ o.
Àárín ìgbákò ẹ̀gún ni màrìwò ti ń ṣẹ̀ṣọ́. Tọ́wọ́ bá yọ sókè báyọ̀ máa ń yọjú orí lọ ni.
Àṣẹ o.
Ìjọ tí wọ́n bá kóra jọ pọ̀ wọ́n ń bọ̀ wá bá yín. Ìmọ̀jú, ìmọ̀jọ,
Àṣẹ o.
ìmọ̀ ẹni ni kò kí ń dalẹ̀.
Àṣẹ o.
Èdè wọn ò ní yíra wọn.
Àṣẹ o.
Wọ́n á dojú kọra wọn ni.
Àmín. In Jesus' name.
Bí ìyàwó mi ṣe bó ṣe come up tó sọ fún mi pé ẹ wà lé mo ní yé mi níwèé ni ó ti yé yín.
Ó yẹ ẹ ní láti rojọ́ púpọ̀ ó yé mi.
Bàbá ó dà
Ẹ ní láti rojọ́ púpọ̀.
ẹ kú iṣẹ́.
Ẹ ṣe gan bàbá wa.
Alright, ṣe.
As I was saying, the wife and the husband, and I think maybe 3 or 2 children, were coming back from Ebonyi State after a visit. And that was the first time the children were going on a kind of a journey. On their way back, they were kidnapped. Am I better off them? Are you better off them? They were lucky not to be killed, but after paying a ransom, I think about 2 million. But there was another person that was also kidnapped. As I speak to you, there was another kidnap that I've not been given the update whether the person has been rescued or not. This was as at yesterday, and this was the message that was sent to me. This was yesterday message that I received at 10:04 in the morning. There's a report getting across to me now from a victim father that some people were kidnapped at Erin Ijesha yesterday, and the kidnappers are demanding 10 million naira. May Almighty protect us. This will be the last caller.
Hello,
Hello, caller.
Mr. Kwiki.
Yeah,
Hello,
don't okay.
ẹ kú ètò
Tony.
ẹ kú ìrìn àjò náà o. Olúwa bá wa dúró tì yín, Olúwa bá wa wà pẹ̀lú yín o.
Ṣèdùmarè.
Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kí ẹ fi ìka àbámọ̀ àánú lórí gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ gbé lọ́wọ́ pátápátá.
Ṣèdùmarè.
Pẹ̀lú àṣẹ Ọlọ́run á bá wa dúró tì yín, á bá wa palẹ̀ àtọ̀nà yín mọ́. Ẹ bá mi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá àti Mr. Sunday Igboho pé wọ́n kó àdó ti wá lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Ìbàràpá.
Ẹ ṣé gan.
Ọlọ́run bá wọn o, ilé àtọ̀nà wọn ò ní
I
dàgbò.
deliver message fún.
Ayé òkè nínú ọ̀mágbára wọ́n máa ń lànà fún ni. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ dó ti Yorùbá pátápátá Ọlọ́run ọba láàánú á máa lànà oore wá kàn yín ni. Àwọn tó ní ilé ayé gbà máa lànà oore wá kàn yín ni. Ọ̀rọ̀ yín ò ní dojúrú o. ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ní fi kábàámọ̀ gbọ́ hánu pẹ̀lú àṣẹ ọlọ́run adúpẹ́ púpọ̀ olúwa máa bá wa dúró ti yín o ilé Oòduà náà yóò bọ̀ sí nírọ̀rùn ọlọ́run ọba ó dẹ̀ jẹ́ ká gbà á pẹ̀lú rọ̀rùn ọlọ́run ọba náà ló fi iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ Káàbà ọlọ́run tó fi iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ Káàbà tí ó jẹ́ kí Káàbà owó kò ṣàpọ̀tì láti gbàdé kí aláyé ká tó máa dáyé ní Káàbà ti wà ń bẹ̀ ìgbésí ayé yìí ò ní dojúrú ọlọ́run ọba tó fi iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ sọ́mọ̀ tí òjò lé wa lórí ó fi iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ lẹ́lẹ̀ kò jẹ́ òjò mọ́ wa lẹ́sẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ọlọ́run ọba àbọ̀ ọlọ́run ọba ò ní ká kò lórí yín o ọlọ́run á bá mi ṣọ́ yín o á bá mi ṣọ́ àwọn ẹbí á bá mi ṣọ́ àwọn ará yín o á bá aṣọ gbogbo àwọn ọmọlẹ̀ Yorùbá tó ń ṣòdodo tó ń ṣòótọ́ ọlọ́run ọba aláàánú àdẹ̀wà bá wa ọlọ́run tó dójú ti gbogbo àwọn ọ̀tá ànábì wa Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam ní gbòòrò Mẹ́kà àti gbòòrò Mẹ́dínà gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ ọ̀tá ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátápátá ní kọ̀rọ̀ àti ní gbangba àti wọ́n yọ ṣe àti wọ́n ṣojú ayé ni ọlọ́run ọba wa bá wa dójú ti gbogbo wọn á sọ wọ́n dẹni ìyẹ́yà á sọ wọ́n dẹni ilẹ̀ẹ́lẹ̀ á jẹ́ pẹrẹ gbogbo wọn ọlọ́run òjíṣẹ́ ńlá Muhammad ọlájẹkan rẹ̀ ṣoṣo ọlọ́run ọba á bá mi dé òtítẹ́ ẹ ṣe gan ẹ pé ètò ìwà tó wà wà pẹ̀lú yín o.
Let's leave it from this end. It is very late in the morning of the hours. I'm sorry if you have not got through, but I'm sure you will get through from another program. The last caller was praying for those that were asking we should speak in English, and I'm sure we have tried to balance it throughout the broadcast. I hail all the Biafrans. I've spoken to a few of them since I've arrived. They are not my problem. The other tribes are not my problem. My problem are those, whether they are Yorubas or the other tribes, that want to make life miserable for our people. Hey, Montawan young go through. So let us sometimes, I know we are going through a lot there, but this location is not smiling. This terrible location is not smiling. So let us remember that. You won't get through because the line is now, I've turned off the data on it. You play your role. We are already playing our role. Life is miserable all over the world, but maybe it might be better and fairer if we can stand as an independent nation and know how many of us, and we can then deal with those people. News is underreported in this location. The little that we see is the one that we circulate. The rural area is devastated. The city is in shambles. Nothing is working. You don't know that if you left this country last week, it has become more terrible even before you left. Everything is all lies. That's not about terrorists or Fulani, even within our people. But that we can take care of when we have a system that can easily put you onto the crime that you've committed. But at the moment, everyone is committing crime. Every single person in every sector, it doesn't matter their tribe now, every single person is committing a crime against humanity. Moki Bubuyi, and I respect everyone. And I also care that this thing does not go into where it will blow away. But I would rather make it blow so that those that wants to keep us on the poverty line knows that we are not joking. We are here to support the people on ground. I am not perfect. I am just here to support them, and that is what we will do. The reason why we have lived peacefully outside this nation is because we respect the laws of the land where we were living. But the system here, nobody cares. All that will change. Please tell the politicians that we are not joking. I won't say more than that. We will continue with the media. But remember, news is underreported in this part of the globe called Nigeria. And our people are feeling the pain. Every single second, somebody is dying for the negligence of the system that has meant to have taken care of them. I am just one, but there are millions ready to activate at the press of the whistle. And I, myself, with you all, will blow that whistle. I leave you in peace. I will keep you all posted as I go ahead with our peaceful engagement until the game change. We will move around without being scared of anyone. But if anyone makes any attempt, then we change the goalpost. All the men on ground, look around you and ask yourself, what would be much quicker to damage? I won't say more than that. And I leave everybody in the hands of the Lord that created us. Whether you are Muslim, say Inshallah. Whether we are Christian, say in Jesus' name. And whether we are traditionalists, I say Lashe Edumare. I am just one out of millions of people that you should worry about. And I understand that you always say you want to keep the warriors. I am not the warrior. I am just an ordinary guy. But there are millions of things running through this head every day that can create peaceful exit, as we are saying. But the goalpost can change. Have a very good morning, and I will be back. Whenever you come live, you might see me. If you don't see me live, you might watch the replay. Share the broadcast. Continue to tell your loved ones not to be worried, not to be scared. We will definitely cross over to something very good. Collectively, like that, without any criticism at this stage. Let us leave any criticism and focus on what is ahead of us. Because those that are being kidnapped, as I told you yesterday, I don't know the latest update until tomorrow when I'm getting the report. The one that was kidnapped on their way from Ebonyi spent 3 days, I think, or 3 days, drinking dirty water without no food, and the wife was 3 months pregnant. let us not worry too much about me. Worry about those that are in the forest, kept against their will, and the government is not going to look after them to bring them back home. They will be wasting their time on us because it is not me. There are millions of me. Have a very good morning. a very good morning. Bye for now.